Bayside Boxing. I'm here, Marlon Parker, Carlos Massey, Ray Massey, Don, and we have the host. We have the man who put it all together. Well, you're not the host, but the man put this all together. And we never interview you, and what we're here to do is actually give you credit. This is a huge step up, man. We've seen you come from the gym in Southeast. Well, it was good. You've done what? This is your third event here, ESA right behind us. This is a great place right now. It was great for the fighters. They didn't have to wait all night to rehydrate.
That's right.
You never talk about yourself, but we always say good things about you. This is your time. Eric Davis, man, we want to thank you for giving us this opportunity to be here, giving all these fighters this opportunity. You know DC boxing. The Stadium Army is a big difference from where you are now.
Absolutely.
And for so many years, all DC boxers had was the Stadium Army.
Yep. Absolutely.
Or little gyms.
That's right. That's right.
And this is a huge step up. I mean, a lot of these young guys probably don't know. I mean, I'm older. I'm 46, so I understand going to boxing events in DC and Maryland. I used to be so hot. We would die. We'd go to events in Oxon Hill High School.
That's right. That's right.
Outside of the Tiger Market on Southern Avenue. DC Stadium Army. Wells.
Lincoln Tunnel, Michael Zabe Avenue, Sugar Ray Leonard's gym, in the amateurs.
The Coliseum.
Rosecroft, JC's in Waldorf.
Guess what? And
anybody say Hillcrest?
Oh my goodness. The whole Hillcrest. Now where y'all thinking that? The tunnel, that nice oval tunnel.
And guess what? Almost none of those places were safe.
No.
Yeah, so you never had anything showing in your vehicles or anything. You're just like, man, if I get back, whatever. But no.
Only people that was safe was the fighters. Because they were betting on the fighters.
Right.
And it was,
but what has been some of your challenges getting to this point right now? I mean, because you make it look easy. I'm trying to figure out. Every time I see you, you're just like this. Just chilling. Everything's good. Everything looks like it's going well.
You know what? It's my staff.
It's the staff.
It's my staff. I'm just a great delegator. You know what I mean? I'm a good delegator.
Okay.
But it's my staff. My staff, I mean, I got the best staff when it comes to putting the production together. Now, when I first started, I didn't start in boxing. I started in comedy and talent showcases. So I try to pay attention to detail. And even when we was at the Merrick Center was at my start. But we tried to make it feel like it was a venue, like a boxing venue. So we did a little extra stuff to make it seem like, only thing they was able to do is not to have liquor and alcohol.
Yeah.
Right.
But as far as the ambiance and everything associated with the boxing event, we just want our fans to say, man, they try to put on an excellent show, an excellent production.
Yeah.
So we give it our all. We give it our all.
and for all the negative things people say. We've been to so many of your events. We've worked at so many of your events. Not a single thing, what we can't say about the Stadium Armory or the other places, not a single fight has happened after the event. Or it's always been just a cool, family-friendly environment.
That's right.
And not just that, I want to speak to you personally because you're a person just like Jones who will always pick up the phone or always answer text. And that goes, you have a lot going on here. And sometimes I have a lot too, but for someone, and I told Jones and I'll say it to you, for someone that answers text and always gets back to you, especially when you know the other guy's busy, it means a lot.
Yeah, I try, man. I try my best. I try my best to, to me, I'm like courteous. You show me courteous, I'm show you courteous back. You know what I mean? So when you guys call me, I call you right back. If you ask me for something, I try to give it to you if I have it, or give you a solution or an answer. But this is just who I am.
Yeah, we can tell you display this sort of a servant leadership. You know what I'm saying? Where people, the way you treat us, or you treat just everybody, is the kind of way you want us to treat other people, and make this more of a family thing than just a bunch of random folks who just put together to do something. So,
well, you know what? I thank you, and also, honestly, this show right here, the honorees that we are honoring on this show, is you guys. It was the guys who paved the way for you guys to be here. We honoring Digital Williams on this show.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
We honoring Wallace on this show. We honoring Blue Corner, Daniel
Oh,
Cork,
okay.
Yeah.
and also we honoring Marshall.
Yeah, okay.
So Juan,
Juan
we're-
Marshall,
yeah,
I just
Juan.
talked to him. He called me up on
Yeah, we
one
honor the communication guys. It's up. You guys is what make this thing go over the top when it comes to bringing the public to boxing events. So when it was time to honor you guys, I wanted to make sure we honor the ones that paved the way for you guys.
Right.
Since I started, Wallace always been open-handed. Since I started, Juan has always wrote great articles on my events, and Daniel Cork has been at all of my shows from the beginning, and digital color commentated for me for one of my shows.
I was there.
Oh, you was there?
Yeah, we were
remember
there.
that.
He carried Ray.
I
I was subbing in. I was like, hold on.
remember?
Bring in the good guys.
You remember?
I was like, bring in the good guys.
Nobody remember him. It was the outfit.
So you know, we just, I just wanted to pay homage to you,
Yeah,
the
okay.
communications guys. You know what I mean?
For sure.
You the social media guys, and he
Yes,
he color commentated the show for us.
Yes, he did.
The first one at the
Yep.
ESA, my first show at the ESA.
yes.
So Don, he did a great job, and it was one of those things that it was like they were supposed to do it. Then the camera, the streaming company came in with their crew, and I said we got to make it work for everyone. So that's when all of them, DC Mike, and Don, everyone said, hey, okay, we're gonna do this. We split it up this way, and it was an excellent production. It was an excellent production. So I thank you guys.
And
Yeah,
everyone,
I
I'm
want
sorry.
to personally thank you too, because for a long time, a lot of people other than myself was wondering when was boxing gonna come back to the city, and you took that torch and you took it in stride, and we really do appreciate you doing that, because boxing is one of the sports that we participate in, and we actually love this sport. So we thank you for that, bro.
Oh man, I thank you guys.
I want to put on Front Street. I asked to audition. Every time you always giving me an opportunity to showcase myself and everything. But I remember when my dad fought at the Army. I remember I was telling him in the last interview that I remember Mr. Too Sharp having that card there and things like that. And for you, it feels like when I was young and working with the pros, when Gene Levinsky and Ross Levinsky was throwing, it was like 12 months in a year they threw like 10 cards, 11 cards.
Yes, they did.
And you're trying to put these guys, build these guys up. And on top of that, you might have a pro card, right? For the people, you might have a pro card. Of course, you might have a guy fighting somebody that he's supposed to be, build his record up or whatever. But then he gets to the top level, could be a gatekeeper fight, and he freezes under the lights. And with these cards, it gives me that feeling of the Jimmy Levinsky cards, because you're making sure that every one of these opponents, like, okay, I'm gonna give you a soft. You had a couple of tough fights, I'm gonna give you a soft touch. And after that, it's like, okay, I'm putting you in there with guys you're supposed to beat to boost you up, but it's supposed to make you get better, tighten up your skills as a professional. So when you get to these lights, you can walk in this arena and say, oh, I fought, I fought in front of 7,000. This thing.
But I've seen him competitively.
Hold up. His cards
I say,
really
very
because
competitive.
these happy
Very
guys I'm
competitive.
talking to, they coming in here, somebody forgot to tell them they're supposed to lose.
That's what I'm saying.
They come in here.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna comment on that.
Remember
But
that?
look,
It was an upset the last card. That's what I mean. It's like every time you always put a card up, he's always like, okay, I'm trying to build you guys up, but I'm not gonna babysit you. It's kind of like in a way where you're a pro, you got a kid who can fight. You want to build them up, get them up to 11, 12, 13, and 0. But you want to have him in there with guys that his skill level's above him, but you don't want him to develop bad habits. And that's what your cards do.
and what makes your cards stick out, everyone should know this. Your cards are always competitive.
Yep.
70% of your fights end early.
Yep.
And so everyone, we said, I think the last card, probably only one fight went the distance. Am I right?
Yeah.
And it's not because you're throwing in, FedEx workers.
No.
It's because
No.
you've matched it perfectly.
Well, you know what? A lot of it depends on my matchmakers.
Exactly.
Out of 6 cards, I didn't use 4 matchmakers. And finding the matchmakers and having them find the fighters and us go over it, you know, I got to think when I first started out, Hamilton.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was my first guy. We did the first 2 fights. Then Brian Dillon has been with me, my 3rd or 4th fight, and then Renee Aiken.
Okay.
She was with me. So all of my matchmakers have been on point when it comes to the cards that we have thrown. Sometimes we have fights that fall out, but you know, it's normal. It's normal.
Yeah, that comes with territory.
But the undercard carries the card. I mean, honestly, I remember one fight we had. It was only 4 fights, and that was the best card we had.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I worked the corner that. I worked the corner. Yep.
We only had 4 fights, and everyone said this was the best card they seen. This is the best one.
It's exciting.
And you know, I think I've been throwing cards every 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 months. I try to throw a card. So I'm trying to be consistent. Trying to be consistent.
Yep, that's the point I'm making. Yep.
And you know, just with the help of everyone, files in the communication, you social media guys, and especially you guys probably don't know, but I'm from Southeast, and this is home to me. This is home. So, you know, me trying to bring boxing back to DC, and especially in Southeast, is the caveat. It's the cherry on the top.
Yeah, for sure.
And here's another thing, because we're celebrating you in this segment. You let so many people eat. You've been naming names. You have given so many people, local people, opportunities. You've given Dawn opportunities.
Me. I was about to raise my hand. Me.
I mean, even when this guy was with us, you gave us an opportunity. You
Yeah,
know,
I thought you
like,
were gonna say no.
exactly. It's like, hey, you bringing Carlos
Don't
with
feed
us?
into
But no.
them.
Clean
And
them up for real.
exactly. And everything's been a pleasure. Truly, everything's been top notch. You've always kept your word. You've always risen to the challenge. Even when there's been challenges, you were cool, and you know, you just learn from that. So, if anything we take from this, we just want to say thank you.
I appreciate it. I
Seriously,
appreciate it.
because we don't have an opportunity to say it, and because you're always running around. So this was about us just saying thank you.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Well, tomorrow you'll see us all dressed up in suits. Better than that outfit. And,
Don't feed into them. They try to do that to me. Don't feed into them, man.
Don will be wearing sequins. and so we'll see you tomorrow at the fights. Once again, thanks.
Pleasure mine, man. Thank you.